Hi guys! I want to do a quick video about application because with LipSense, application is truly key to the success of your color lasting for 4 to 18 hours, hopefully on the higher end. I'll be dropping a few tips here and there in the next week, but this is a big one. So I know I always say apply it with 3 thin layers. You're probably tired of hearing me say that, but I want to show you how thin I'm talking about. Okay, so when I say thin, when I apply, I know when you're used to using traditional lipstick, you take this off and you've got a bunch of color on your wand and you think, oh great, this is enough for one coat. But honestly, it's maybe too much. So what I've drawn here are some creepy lips on my hand. And this is how I look at my lips before I apply. I kind of look at it in 4 parts. So I've got the top part here, the top waterline, the bottom part here, and then the bottom waterline. So 4 parts. Waterline is that area between inside your mouth that gets a lot of saliva touches, and that's also where color breaks down the fastest. So I'll drop some tips about the waterline as well. But today we're going to talk about thin, what thin means. So you know how I just pulled it out? Basically, if you're starting your application and you've got that much color on, that's already too much. So see how it's thick? It's never gonna dry in time for you to put a good second and third coat, and then you've got pretty much here, you've got a couple layers. So what you wanna do is you wanna wipe that wand off. And what I mean is, what I do is I take it out, I push, like I put pressure up on my wand and I pull it out with as little color, as well as the back, because I also always use the back of my wand during application to make it go faster. I even do the side sometimes, and then I go back to the front, because this wand has been totally saturated by sitting in its tube, so you want to just take it all out. So what you want to do, and now that you've got a nice wiped wand, is this is now preference. Like you can start at the bow of your lip, or you can start at the corner of your lip. So I always start at the bow on my top, and I always start at the corner on my bottom. And you want to go from corner to corner because you don't want to miss any bit of it. If you get a little bit outside, it's okay, you just wipe it off. And also, if it doesn't go on perfectly, the first layer, you've got 2 more layers to fix that. So here we go. This is what I do. Pretend lips. So I start here and I just follow the line, one smooth coat, and I don't worry about it. If I did get a little too much on this part, I may move it around a little, because I definitely don't want that really thick coat sitting there. So that's my first, and then I go around here I haven't re-dipped, I just used what I had. And then I'll flip my wand sometimes and go down on my second layer, and look at how much color is still on my wand. Okay, and again, if you missed that, you can always go back later, or you can just go ahead and use just the very tip of your wand. See how it's pointy? And get that. Okay, so I also, sometimes for this layer, you have a lot of color still on here, so you could literally just go through it again. Okay, so once you start to run out, it's your cue to re-dip. But you want to count your layers. Oh, here comes my little. Here I'm shuffling. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that part. I'm gonna start again. So now I'm counting. Okay, it's my second layer. I've completely wiped off my wand, and we go right back in. So normally if I start on this side, I'll start on this side because maybe a little bit more colors on this. So this side now, all the way to the corners, back in the middle, all the way. And sometimes you'll feel like you miss this middle part, so I'll just go like that. And then I will use whatever's left on that side to do my waterline. And then re-dip if you need to. But again, completely push. Put some pressure on that squeegee, that wand. Tip out. And then if I started there, I'll go here. And then just go corner to corner. And then I'll flip my wand around. See how I just did that? I would just flip it to the back where there's still some color saturation, and I'll do that bottom. Okay, so there's your second coat. It's drying really well. Blue Red applies so well, but as you know, some formulations require a little more dry time. So work on another part of your face and give it like another few seconds. If you're having a lot of struggle with it lasting, your lip color, just give it a good 30 seconds per layer. Okay, so here we go with the third. Again, super push against that. Get every squeegee it all out. Come in, Keen, just push the door, baby. And then third coat. You should already be seeing like the highly pigmented color. And then again, you can flip this wand. And as you can see, there's a lot of color there. So I will just take it and do that waterline or whatever else needs to be done. And now you can see 3 super even coats. My little one's trying to get in. And there you go, you guys. I hope this really helps with your application. And then when you gloss, make sure you're glossing, hi baby, from corner to corner and your waterline. So as you know, the gloss is not just for hydration, it's to protect your color. It's a great idea to gloss before you eat. I know that's very untraditional, but that way the food and the oils may break down the gloss first before it touches the color. So then you just gloss all over, again, corner to corner. See, it's already dry because you put 3 thin layers, and then you can gloss and you're ready to go. Of course, if you have any challenges, let me know. I want the color to last for you like it's lasted for me. And if you're new, sometimes that could take a couple weeks. If you're going through an exfoliation process, it could take up to a month. That's just breaking down all the wax that we've been wearing on our traditional lipsticks and moving towards healthier lips that aren't so dry and less wax buildup. So that's all for today. Try it and let me know what you think.